But can't forget about the Dolphins. The schedule was released Thursday night, and man, doozy of a schedule. Second hardest strength of schedule in the entire NFL, right behind the Philadelphia Eagles, who almost won it all last year, and a bunch of very interesting and fun games. Vlad, starting week 1,
I love it.
September 10th.
I love it.
You don't think the NFL had a little something to do with this?
Well, first of all, the NFL smells. All right, you know what I mean. I want to say the word that rhymes with luck. I'll just use stink. The NFL stink.
They love that money.
It's not even that they love that money, right? Think about it. Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl without one of their best players in the NFL and a key contributor in their success in Tyreek Hill. Instead of having, and I know we talked, this has been discussed on Tobin and Leroy's show and on Joe Rose show, but this is our first chance talking about it. It's nasty that they have the Chiefs-Dolphins game being held in Frankfurt, Germany, instead of this game being back in the States, back at Arrowhead Stadium, so Tyreek and the Dolphins could take on the Chiefs in what's going to be a great game. I think it should have been the game to open the season up. That should have been the Thursday night season opener, Dolphins versus the Chiefs. Why does Germany get the pleasure of watching that game? Why? All right, cool. You don't give us that. All right, cool.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself. Let's talk about week 1. What a matchup.
That's the reason why I said that. It's because it would have been a better matchup to have Dolphins Chiefs week 1 instead of having them go to Germany. But now you have Dolphins Chargers. That's a good one because Justin Herbert's won a game. Tua has won a game in the battle of the first round quarterbacks, pick number 5 and number 6. They're going at it in Los Angeles. The last game was a bad game Sunday night where the Dolphins lost. That was when they were on their 3-game road trip and they lost each game. I think the Dolphins will win that game, Dan. I think they win this game. I think the Chargers miss a field goal. 34-31 Dolphins.
So then second week, Sunday night football.
Yeah, you
New England.
The Listen, everybody, all you New England fans, y'all gonna be our dogs. Y'all gonna be our little female dogs this season. I don't think the Patriots.
Look at your quarterback.
Oh, Mac Jones.
Speaking of, you make fun of Missoula over there in Boston. Mac Jones is one of those guys. Every day when he goes and takes a shower and he's kind of alone, like, whew, another day that I kept my job.
Mac Jones, one of those guys. Like, thank God for pads and a jersey.
Yeah,
because if they really saw how he looked, you're like, there's no way this guy's an athlete. There's no way this guy's a quarterback. Patriots, Dunzo.
Okay, week number 3. It keeps getting interesting.
Russell.
Well, it's not Russell. It's Sean Payton.
And Russell.
Give us our draft pick back, you.
Wait a minute.
I'm respectful to Sean Payton.
Why are you upset? You got Bradley Chubb. This is the Bradley Chubb game.
It's Bradley Chubb. It's Sean Payton. It's
Fangio.
Russell Wilson
and Vic Fangio. This is the Vic
Fangio. There's so many storylines.
There's a lot of storylines,
and it's the home opener.
Dolphins win.
I'm tailgating for that game. Vlad, we're going out.
Oh,
we're doing it. We're tailgating.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing.
We're tailgating for that game.
I will tailgate a couple of Dolphins games since the Jets will be playing a lot of late games this year. So I'll tailgate with you.
So week 4, the hits keep coming.
Let's go.
Buffalo Bills. You get them early, too. You get them early. That's nice.
And I predict the upset. I think the Dolphins beat Buffalo in Buffalo. I think you finally get one. You've come close the last 2 opportunities. You're not playing them in December. There's no rain. There's no hail. There's no sleet.
Man.
There's no snow. It should be 60 degrees in Buffalo. Beautiful football weather. Bust that ass.
I've yet to see a game that makes me go, let's go to week 5. The Giants, they're coming back to town.
Now, I don't like the Giants, and this is no New
But that
York
is
bias.
exciting.
Yeah, I don't like the Giants, but there's no New York biasness here.
You got a lot of New York. You got Giants.
I think this is the game the Dolphins lose. I think they slack here.
But you got good interest right there. Daniel Jones,
definitely gonna have good interest.
Saquon Barkley. It's New York. They were in the
Miami,
playoffs last year. They won some games.
Right. It's New York, Miami, but it's not a division rivalry like it is with the Jets. But I think this is a game they slip up. I think this is after beating Buffalo. This is a what's the game they call it? The look ahead game.
So week 6,
letdown game.
I would say, but it's a home game and it's against the Carolina Panthers.
See, that's why I think it's perfect. I'm
not going to say,
No, after the letdown game against the Giants, put your money, whatever you make that week, put it on the Dolphins to beat the living crap out of the Carolina
You get
Panthers.
to take a look at Bryce Young, most likely.
And you get to put that boy down.
And another storyline, Tua Tagovailoa, Alabama.
Against
Bryce Young, Alabama.
So what? He's going against all the Alabama quarterbacks this year.
It's interesting. It's something to look at. It's something to be excited about.
He's going against all of them this year.
Week 7 keeps getting interesting. Sunday night football again. Some national exposure.
I bet you goes against another Alabama quarterback.
Philadelphia Eagles.
The storyline,
quote unquote, best team in football.
We know what the storyline is, cousin. Alabama quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa.
DJ Kelly,
Fat
Joe. So, I mean, that's interesting. That's great. That's exciting. Now, week 8, I would normally go, it's the Patriots. It's in Miami.
Sweep them.
That's what's interesting about that. That's what's interesting. And, it's rivalry.
And you
got a lot of New England fans here.
And you're done with New England early. You don't have to go to New England in December. New England's not coming to Miami in December. It's done early.
Week 9, that's your week, Vlad. Road trip, Frankfurt, Germany, Kansas City, and Miami. It is a national game. It is 9:30 a.m. Any reason for me to crack a beer at 9 a.m.? Always good. I'll probably get up and probably be here with you watching it and hanging out. I don't mind it in international. I don't mind it in Frankfurt, Germany. I think it's a national game. It's going to be spotlighted. It's going to be the only game on, obviously. I'm not as upset. I don't think the narrative of Tyreek Hill going back to Kansas City is really that big of a deal. Kansas City doesn't seem to have missed him that much last year. In fact, they even said, like, look, we can win without you. And they kind of did. So it's really more for Tyreek Hill. Don't mind it in Frankfurt, Germany.
Great game. The only type of game that will motivate you to get up that early, if you're in
Kansas City.
That Kansas City and that type of game. I think they lose that game to Kansas City right before and they go into their bye.
Of course, you get the bye after you do an international game. That's probably a good move. We saw in the past when they didn't take the bye after an international game. Ugh. Now, week 11, most people would go, but one of my favorite teams, Las Vegas Raiders. They're coming to town week 11. I'm excited about that. Josh Jacobs in the house.
It's going to be a lot of good-looking people out there, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
It's going to be a lot of good-looking people out there.
That's exciting. I expect the Raiders to have a bounce-back season this year and probably make the playoffs.
They stink!
I don't think they stink.
They stink.
They're going to bounce back.
They stink.
Although Derek Carr's with the Saints now, so
they stink. They do have Jimmy G. So if Jimmy G's coming, that means there's going to be a lot of patrons. So don't be shocked if a lot of ladies from Tootsie's, Cheetahs, 11, a lot of these ladies, a lot of the workers from there are going to be at the game between the Raiders and the Dolphins.
I'd like to be a good-looking NFL quarterback.
What?
Week 12.
Vegas too?
Vlad, you're stoked. Jets.
Black Friday, baby.
Black Friday. But first Black Friday game in NFL history, it is going to be Dolphins versus Jets. It is going to be Aaron Rodgers versus Tua Tagovailoa. It is going to be epic.
Black Friday. We're going to rock the black unis and we'll beat the Dolphins. We had turkey. We'll have turkey for Thursday and we'll have dolphin for Friday.
We'll see about that. I'm not as high on the Jets as you
are.
But that's
very
okay.
high on the Jets.
Now, week 13, we talked about this earlier. This is one of the games I'll go, Washington Commanders.
All right, come on, man. That's a late.
It's in Washington.
That's the latest SmackDown on them.
It's in the DMV.
I don't care. It could be in the DMV, the VMD, the MVD.
That's one of the games that I am going to say, if there's something going on that day, I might have to go do that. I mean, I'm always going to try to watch the game, but that's one. So now in week 14, I would go, but it's Monday Night Football and it's the Titans. So yeah, I'm all in on that one also. It should be fun.
Why is that game on a Monday night? Like what? We want to see Will Levis?
I mean,
what? You want to see Ryan Tannehill go against his former team?
Yeah, is that the storyline?
I need to know what.
I think we moved on. We're good. Both of us.
I need to know what other games are in there that they could have replaced that game, or they could have put another team against the Dolphins. You know what? Ravens Dolphins should have been the Monday night game. That should have been the Monday night game.
We'll get to it. Week 15, it is again the Jets and the Dolphins playing, and that one is going to be here.
We're sweeping y'all.
I don't like playing that close to each other. Now, week 16, Christmas Eve, Dallas Cowboys 425. All eyes on me. Is that what that game is titled? That's interesting. That's saucy.
That's the name. Why you say that? Because everybody's going to be looking at this game because it's the Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys. America's it's Christmas Eve. 425. Dolphins Cowboys.
Well, last season you guys had a lump of coal for Christmas.
Yeah, that was tough, man.
You know, Aaron Rodgers came in, busted that ass. and Tua got concussed, and you didn't.
Mike McDaniel didn't challenge that catch. He didn't challenge that catch. Mike McDaniel
didn't challenge that catch,
things.
and that was literally the last time we saw Tua take a snap. I think this year will be all different. I think the Dolphins beat the Cowboys, and you have a beautiful, beautiful Noche Buena.
Yeah, it's going to be a Noche Buena. Yeah. And on week 17, this one's got sauce for days. Back up in Baltimore. That is going to be New Year's Eve, 1:00. Baltimore Dolphins. I mean, what else can you say? Lamar Jackson, Tua Tagovailoa, the comeback last year.
It's going to be a good game, but unfortunately, Dolphins will lose because nobody wants to be in Baltimore on New Year's Eve. This ain't an episode of The Wire. I don't want to be in Baltimore the night before, the last day of the year. No. Quick game, get out, be back in South Florida so you can ring in the new year.
And last but not least, this one's got tons of sauce because pretty much could be for the AFC East. You get Buffalo at home. That is to be determined because they know they're going to have to flex it to make it the game of the week because it is going to be for most likely the division.
No, it'll be for the wild card spot.
Oh, wait. Who's going to be better than Buffalo or the Dolphins in the conference or division or in the conference for that matter?
The Jets, baby.
Well, then maybe it'll be for playoff contention.
It definitely
maybe a win or go home. Maybe. Please don't. I still think the Dolphins can win 12, 13 games this year.
I got the Dolphins going 11-6 this year.
But Tua has to stay healthy.
That's what me thinking that Tua is going to be healthy. A lot of people think we're going to see a lot of Mikey Blanco starting a lot of games this year.
He's okay.
You don't want Mikey Blanco starting games, man.
Okay.
I like that. You don't want a game good. More than 2 games.
So let's do it right now, Vlad. If you could only have 3 games to watch this year, only 3 games, what are the 3 that you are circling on the schedule?
Well,
of course, you got both Jets. Okay, let's take the Jets out of it.
Take the Jets out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you take
you got you only get 1 basically.
Okay, so it's 3 games.
Oh man, that Jets game does look good though.
But we're taking away my team. The Cowboys game.
Yeah, that's
you got to do that.
That's marquee.
Raiders got some great fans, and it's gonna be wild. There's a lot of things that could be going on. There could be drug deals going on. There might be
some gang fights.
Guaranteed gang fights. Stripper fights.
Blood in, blood out.
Stripper fights. Who's the better stripper? Who's the better dancer? Vegas or Miami? We got a lot of action going on there. So you don't want to miss out the Raiders and Dolphins. And
yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong. There's a lot of great games on the schedule.
I don't want to go to Philly. Sorry, Trevor. I don't want to go to Philly.
Yeah.
Philly fans are despicable.
Yeah.
Trevor's the only good Philly fan that I ever met in my life.
I'm going to say this. Week 1 is exciting as hell right there.
Yeah, Chargers. LA.
And it's week 1.
You know what? You're right. Chargers.
I do like the Sunday night of Philly just as a measuring stick to see how good you really are.
Nah, you might get
because let's be honest, Philly was the best team in football overall last year, probably going to be the best team again this year. So you want the measuring stick. And then give me that week 18 against Buffalo, baby, because that's going to be for the AFC East.
Wild card position. Okay.
We'll agree to disagree.